Would I be the a-hole if I doubled down on what my fiance said today and canceled the wedding, which is this weekend? We have a 29 male OP, 27 female fiance. Today's fight was about how to go to the venue, from directly the hairdresser or from my parents' home. She accused me of being a mommy's boy, accused my mom of making me fight her wars, and put a question mark after that too. Called my mom an idiot and said she wanted to break up, even after I said I didn't know this was a big issue for her and we can do whatever she wants. Then I said it's a big decision to make just days before the marriage. She was talking hurtful and I didn't want to talk to her right now. And we didn't talk for 5 to 6 hours. After I called her, she said she talked with her family about breaking up with me. She also talked with a couple of friends since it took so long for me to call her and apologize. I said that she is out of her mind and I wanted to think whether I really want to go through with this and wanted time to think about it all. And wanted time to think about all of it. I don't have much time, LOL, so I want to have others' opinions. Yeah, okay, you guys are saying it too. I feel like there's so much context we're missing. Like, bro provided 2 paragraphs and also provided a TLDR for the 2 paragraphs, which is fucking crazy, by the way. I'm sorry, if you're writing 2 paragraphs worth of shit, I'm sorry, if you come across a Reddit post that's 2 paragraphs and you're like, where's the TLDR? This is way too long. You have the attention span of a goldfish, bro. Like, yeah, I think I need to know about your relationship with your mom and like, why did she have this blow up? Because like, if you do have a weird relationship with your mom, don't get me wrong, the time to talk about it and fix it if there is actually something wrong with the way that you interact when it comes to the relationship with your partner and your mom, then yeah, maybe she has some merit here, but the time to talk about that isn't right before you're about to get engaged. Or excuse me, not engaged, married. Like, the time to talk about that is before you get engaged too. But also, who knows? I think this also could potentially be like, she never communicated it, or maybe she's under a lot of stress, or I don't know, maybe she's a really bad partner. I think it could just go multiple ways, chat. I think that the way that in-laws interfere in a relationship can make or break a relationship. Oh, well, yeah, duh. And also not just that, but like how each partner interacts with their in-laws, you know? Like, it's almost a sliding scale of like how controlling are the in-laws and how obedient are your partner with their parents. Like, I feel like I balance it out pretty well. Like, my mom can sometimes be a little controlling, but like, if she ever was disrespectful to my partner, I would be like, bro, you gotta chill. Chat, we do have a couple of comments that OP replied to that we will get to. There's 2 of them. They're actually fucking longer than the actual post, which I just realized. That's kind of fucking crazy, man. I want to see what other people are saying really quick. Okay, someone said not the a-hole. If you go through with it, she'll constantly bring up divorce every time you don't apologize to her for the awful crap she says to you. I mean, I guess that's right if we're assuming that OP did nothing wrong here. But like, we did not get enough info. But we did not get enough information on if OP did something wrong here or not. I wouldn't even consider marrying her right now. Not the a-hole. Is this your soulmate? Interesting. So nobody's going to mention how fucking vague this paragraph is. Oh? Okay, so OP, wait, I didn't even realize this. OP just casually dropped a comment with, I guess, more context that's longer than the actual post. All right, hold on. Let me read this shit, chat. Long story. The following is a long story. This can be insightful to why I feel the way I feel. For the last year, she was as herself mostly, but when we had a fight about anything, it turned into fights about our wedding / preparations, etc. She accused me of being a mommy's boy at every chance, while she doesn't have even a different idea than her mother. I, of course, don't defend my mom blindly, and I'm able to do things differently than how my mother wants. Her family is better off financially. Both of her parents are working, and she is the only child. I lost my dad years and years ago, and my mom was a housewife, and her only income is my dad's retirement pensions. She knew this was talked about. She knew this because we talked about this. We said we didn't want a big wedding, didn't want to go into debt, and didn't want to make our parents go into debt. However, this turned into a nightmare. When we were looking for venues, she always found extremely expensive ones. I told her we can't afford it. In parentheses, man's side of the family pays for these traditionally. I can afford it if I go into debt, but she said she didn't want that because after we marry, it will become our debt. I agreed and told her my mom didn't have the budget. She threw a tantrum about that. Sorry, guys. OP's grammar's really fucking bad. She threw a tantrum about that, and I said I have nothing that I can do to make this happen. We had the same problems with the furniture. We shared the cost of these, but before the engagement, we talked. Sorry, guys. I'm going to stop a bunch of times because this just doesn't make sense. We shared the cost of these, but before the engagement, we agreed that we would marry with whatever we have and then renovate. Oh my God, Beans is here. Hi, Beans. When did you get in here, bro? He scared me. He like sneezed a little bit. You mind if I? Ooh. That way you can be a part of the reads, Beans. He's been here the whole time. I didn't even fucking hear him, bro. Cats are so quiet. Cats are so quiet, man. It's so funny. Okay. Sorry, guys. Got to put the star in frame, you know? Okay, wait, let me just reread that. We shared the cost of these, but before the engagement, we agreed that we would marry with whatever we have and then renovate together. This changed too, and we completely changed everything. And we completely changed all the furniture in her house. In parentheses, that I was going to move after we marry. There was an after party idea that we just said we were going to. Okay, wait, I get that. Okay. There was an after party idea that we had an after party idea that was we were just going to close a bar for a night and have fun with our friends, which changed into renting a villa and organizing a second wedding. These were the middle ground options and were the biggest financial fights we had. She blamed my mom for not having more money, blamed my brothers for not pitching in. In parentheses, they are both married and have 2 children each. They barely get by. Also, since we were going to live in her house, in parentheses, rent, and since she works from home and I have a pretty demanding office job, she and her mom were more involved about the renovating part. Me and my mom were definitely involved. I gave all my weekends for the renovations, my mom visited frequently, etc. But because they were more involved, this gave her the right to tell me that I am lazy, don't care about anything, don't care about her. When I do something and she doesn't like it, I become incompetent. I had one job and messed it up, etc. In parentheses, I also didn't care about new pots and pans. We didn't have to have all of that before we got married. We can easily do it in time together. She was living in this house, so she did have every house item already. Guys, let me just get through this. For the last 6 months, every time I have something I don't like about anything related to her or our wedding, she just unleashes hell and tells the same insults, threatens me with breaking up, then immediately retracts that, etc. I have temper tantrums where she hits herself, screams at my face, doesn't let me leave the house, saying I made her this way. I shouted and called her some bad words during these fights too, but in no way was I as violent as she was. I don't know what else to add. Writing these made me question why I didn't cancel it sooner, but I love her, and she is her normal self most of the time. But I see now that she was only her normal self as long as I said yes to everything she says. Sorry, guys. That was painful to read. Yeah, no, okay. Now that we have the context, I think you're making the right choice here. I also think maybe we should have made the right choice a lot earlier. You know, like, this is some pretty concerning behavior. Like, especially the screaming and hitting herself thing. Like, that's not at all how you are supposed to interact with your partner. Ever. I see a couple of everyone sucks here. I don't know how to explain this, you guys. I don't really love OP, but I'm wondering if that's just because grammatically this was very hard to follow. I low-key think this is more of a English is not their first language type thing, though. And then on top of that, I'm guessing they're from like India or something based on kind of like the cultural things that they kept bringing up. Because I was going to be like, yeah, no shit, this is going to hell. Like, you guys didn't live together before you got married, but like, I know that's not the norm for some countries. So as much as I want to shit on it, I also have the privilege of growing up in America where that's kind of a weird thing to do, you know? Yeah, I think out of anything, as much as some of you guys are saying everyone sucks here, I feel like we should lean more towards not the a-hole, because I do think OP could be in an abusive situation. So we should just be encouraging OP like, yeah, man, don't get me wrong, maybe a little bit earlier, but like, get out. She's offering you an out and you best damn take it. Yeah, Adelaide said it. Sounds a little manipulating. I agree. I think obviously this wife is nice when it serves her, but the second that she isn't going to get what she wants, she pulls out the manipulation tactics. And that seems to be, you know, where the mother thing even stems from, which is like kind of the whole point of this post, is she's using something that she's brought up in their relationship, and that's like a soft spot for OP to like get something that she wants. Yeah, better than late than never. I agree, Lee. Evil Core, welcome to the stream. You're never a bad person for loving someone and staying too long. That never makes you bad. Yeah, I agree with that, Jaden. But I think part of, you know, making these videos and like evaluating these types of stories is just by identifying like, hey man, based off the things that you've told us, if anybody listening to this relates to it, you got to get out sooner. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I want to prioritize helping this guy, but at the same time, it's like, I think it's okay to be like, hey, bro, based off the behavior that you explained here, anybody else listening who's relating to that and is thinking about leaving or is thinking about or is thinking about getting to the same or is thinking about getting to the same point that you're at, like, we should tell them, don't wait that long. You know? Because, like, as much as, like, I don't think OP's a bad person, I would be very curious to see what everybody who was saying, like, everyone sucks here thought. Like I said, I don't really think OP sucks. I just think the way that he wrote this made me angry for some reason at him. He definitely should have left sooner, but he's not the a-hole for not leaving. It only hurt him. Here's the thing, though, is like, I think something that we sometimes say is like, you're not the a-hole in this situation, but you are the a-hole to yourself for not leaving earlier. And I think that has merit to it. Like, I think that has merit. I think some people need to be told that, like, what you're doing is awful to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're different. But I know that's something that we've said before, which is like, you're the a-hole to yourself for not leaving earlier. I think that's like something to point out, and maybe like I don't do a great job in the nuance of explaining all the different things, is like, I do think at the end of the day, a lot of people are a-holes to themselves because they choose to put themselves into shitty situations to, I don't know, try to like fix someone or give them the benefit of the doubt. And I just really try to encourage people, like, don't do that. You know? Like, it just sounds like OP kind of let this girl manipulate, not let him, but like this girl manipulated him and he identifies it. Like, he's identified it before and like almost went as far to marry her. Like, hey man, that's you being an a-hole to yourself. Like, that's you being an a-hole to future you, where future you is now legally tied to this asshole of a woman. I feel like he didn't actually address the situation and went to attack her character. And hey, I'll believe she isn't good, but I don't think he is either. Everyone sucks here. Yeah, Nanive, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I think we've given people the benefit of the doubt when they're in his situation to be like, hey, based off what you've said, we're just going to go with a not the a-hole verdict. Because I see what you're saying. I actually kind of clocked that, but didn't know if I wanted to say anything about it. If you do look at the story, it was more kind of attacking her character, which, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to, I don't think I have a hill to die on that, but I don't think you're wrong, Nanive. I do think he did kind of just attack her character. There is another comment, actually, you guys. Okay, actually, you know what? This is actually on OP's character, so I want to read this. Okay, so OP replied to 2 comments. Actually, didn't even reply to a comment on the comment we just read, but he replied to this one. Let me click on it, actually. Okay, so the comment says, not the a-hole. If you go through with it, she'll constantly bring up divorce every time you don't apologize to her for the awful crap she says to you. I think we already read that. But OP replied to it saying, I can't answer everything, so I'm commenting on the most upvoted comment. I believe I'm not a mommy's boy. After my dad died, we became closer. But if something doesn't make sense to me, I can say no to her and have fights. For the wedding stuff, I said many times that we don't want to do what my mom wants, even if I was okay and my fiance wasn't. I didn't say she doesn't want it. I said we don't want it. She said she told her a couple of her friends. Once again, grammar. She said she told a couple of her friends because she wanted to talk with someone. She also talked today and she agrees calling my mom that was bad. What did he call the mom? An idiot. Okay. Sorry. That just trying to write this better or rewrite this better so that it makes more sense when people are listening to it. We also talked today and she agrees calling my mom an idiot was bad and breaking up was bad. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. We also talked today and she agreed calling my mom an idiot was bad. Breaking up with me was bad. Insisting I only want to do what my mom wants was as Wait, sorry guys, I actually don't know what he's saying here. We also talked today and she agreed calling my mom an idiot was bad. She agreed breaking up with me was bad. She agreed accusing me of insisting we do as my mom wants was bad. I think that's what he was trying to say there. I think that's what he was trying to say. She apologized and said we can work through it, take couples therapy, etc. She doesn't want to break up now, so breaking up will solely be my choice. She promises she won't use the divorce card if we marry. She doesn't have much to say about always breaking up. Says I made her this way about her hitting herself. Yeah, that's the first, like, okay, what the fuck? You know, like, okay, hey, maybe we're making progress here. Maybe, quote unquote. But this one is like blaming you for her hitting herself is crazy. In parentheses, she told me I wasn't like this before meeting you. Now starting to realize I am now starting. Sorry, guys, this is written so poorly. Oh, I did not know what I was getting into when I started reading this. Like, there's no closed parentheses for this chat. Sorry. Sorry, guys, I'm crashing out trying to figure this out. She's now starting to realize the implications of canceling the wedding. In parentheses, breaking up, not seeing each other again, etc. And she doesn't want that. I asked, why did she break up with me yesterday? I asked then, why did she break up with me yesterday? And she didn't have an answer to that. Bam. Cooked. Done. Fuck. That was brutal. Yeah, listen. Don't get me wrong, I still think this is a not the a-hole. Even if it's not a not the a-hole, and for some reason Naneve is right, I still think the answer is just break it off. Like, there is no way that this type of relationship can be healthy based off the damage that you've already done in the relationship. Not even you referring to OP, but just to the girlfriend or the fiance. She clearly has a lot of shit that she's dealing with and a lot of unhealthy coping mechanisms for conflict that, like, I think has ruined your relationship, and she needs to work on by herself before she gets into a relationship. Otherwise, there's no way that that relationship is going to be healthy in the future. I guess she could work on it while you guys are in the relationship, but, like, for OP's sake, there's no guarantee that she's going to follow through on any of the things she's promised. I think the only thing that we could maybe argue for her side is, like, weddings are super stressful, and that definitely gets people, if there's anything that's going to get people stressed out of their mind to the point where they're saying really mean shit that they don't mean, it's going to be leading up to a wedding day. But at the same time, it sounds like a lot of this shit was already happening before the wedding was even on the table, or when it was early stages and there was no urgency ramping up the stressed out behavior, you know? Yeah, I think OP should just cut his losses, man. Listen, don't get me wrong. You're probably going to lose out on a lot of money, but that money's going to be nothing compared to tying yourself to this woman for the rest of your life. She sounds clinically narcissistic. I actually don't disagree with that. She sounds clinically something, you know? Whether it's narcissism, whether it's bipolar, anything. I really do think she needs help, and she needs help before she gets into another relationship. Oh, I promise I'll completely change my behavior after the wedding. Chi-Chi, you're kind of cooking, bro. You're kind of cooking. That do be kind of what she's saying. And I do not fuck with that. Oh, chicken sandwich is here. That probably means that chicken. Yep. Okay. Chicken sandwich and chicken sandwich things. Chicken sandwich, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Chat, if you got a gifted membership from Chicken Sandwich, y'all better be saying thank you. All right, chat? Good manners and good manners only. Chicken Sandwich, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. I appreciate it, bro. Always generous. I hope you're doing well, having a good weekend. Lenadra, thank you for another 10 bits. And another 100 bits. And Chicken Sandwich with 5 gifted. Damn. Bro, y'all have been hella generous today, bro. Don't you call out my habits. My bad, Chicken Sandwich. That's all me, bro. Guys, if you got a gifted membership or a gifted sub from Chicken Sandwich, I better be seeing those thank yous. All right, chat. Chicken Sandwich, thank you always for supporting me. Greatly appreciated. As always, a reminder, not required, but by God, is it appreciated. Sosa Kill, the Collector, perhaps unlucky, Tumbleweed, and Amy C. Barbs. Y'all better be saying thank you. All right, chat. Good manners and good manners only in this chat. All right. It's not, but I skim out on the ads. So, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, she's going to become 1,000 times worse after the wedding. That's how I feel. Promise is cheap, chat. Action is expensive. Keep that in mind. Anybody can say any words, but not everybody will follow through with the actions on it. And you just got to remember that. I'm listening while editing my Hinge profile in hopes of making myself interesting. Hell yeah, Ninetail Phoenix. We love to see it. Chat, let me just go get more water really quick. My water has run out. I will be right back, though. I will be right back, and we'll keep reading. Oh, hello, baby boy. Chat, I forgot to tell you guys. I woke up this morning to Beans literally puking right next to me. I was sleeping on the couch. I give my dad my bed or whatever because, I don't know, I feel bad. I feel like my couch is comfy, but because it's uneven, like it makes it like I think it's harder on your back. So I usually sleep on the couch. He sleeps on the in my bed or whatever. But I woke up to Beans like about to puke right next to me. And so in my very sleepy, groggy days, I had to like make sure that he puked on the blanket and not actually like on my couch. Cause like my couch is like a cream color and like I just want it to stay as nice as possible for as long as possible. So I literally like had to like make sure that he didn't like, cause he always, okay, cats do that thing where they like look like they're about to puke in one spot and then last minute they like move. Like Beans has done it before. I remember there was one time where I thought he was gonna puke on the hardwood and I was like, okay, shit, thank God it's not on the carpet. And then bro like moved literally last minute and then puked on my carpet. I was like, so I was just like in a daze trying to catch his puke on this blanket because it's easier to wash a blanket than it is my couch. Scotch Guard will help with the couch. I mean, he didn't puke on it, so he's good. Mbem, you were supposed to go bully Sarby, not get bullied herself. Honestly, Mbem's been slacking, chat. Oh, he came up to you to make him feel better, or he was trying to spoil your morning. You know, knowing Beans, it was probably the latter, not the former. Bro's a little bit of a terrorist, man. Lavi Dreams, welcome to the stream. Hey, what up, Dragon? Good to see you. He probably puked because he saw you. Okay, that was pretty good, Mbem. I can't lie. Chat, Mbem's back. Mbem more like M-bum. You right. Mbem stays bumming. Especially in her choice of men. I love bringing up Mbem's shitty choices in men, bro. Makes me happy. Alrighty, chat. That was good. That was a decent one. Let's rip more stories, you guys. I have not read very many. Oh, fuck. I forgot to start and stop the VOD so that it's easier for my editors, bro. Why do I keep doing this? Well, now there's no point now. There's no point in doing it now, bro. I'll just do it in post. God, I'm such a fucking moron. I'm a big, fat, ugly chud, chat. I'm a dumb baby idiot. I'm a big ol', your editor is gonna puke on your sofa. That would actually be kind of funny. I can't even lie. Hey, what up, Tatsu? What up, Cloud Dreamer? I'm a big old dumb idiot head. It's okay. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll live. Okay, chat, let's keep it going. If you guys are on YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 90 people watching, 66 likes. I know we could get more likes than that. If you guys haven't liked up the stream yet, please do so. Let's get that up to 75. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post noties, baby, so you never miss a stream. Always get notified whenever I go live. Whenever I go live. Had Sarby started roasting himself? Yes. I always do that, honestly. Okay, chat, here we go. Am I the a-hole for wanting to tell my brother that his girlfriend has been involved with our sister? This do be kind of having an update as well, chat. I'm 24 female and genuinely don't know what to do. My brother, 28 male, has been with his girlfriend, 25 female, for 3 years. They live together, and everyone assumes they'll get engaged soon. About 2 months ago, I was at my sister's, 26 female, flat while she... Oh, sorry. About 2 years ago, I was at my sister's flat, 26 female, while she was out walking her dog. Earlier, we'd been looking through some old family photo albums, and she took photos of some of them for me on her phone. She told me to airdrop them to myself while she was out. While scrolling through her camera roll, I came across screenshots of messages between her and my brother's girlfriend. At first, I didn't think much of it because they've always been close, but one of them felt weirdly flirty. I know I shouldn't have, but I looked more after that because I got a bad feeling. And then I found 2 explicit pictures of them together. One was from around 8 months ago, and one was from 2 months ago. Oh my God, so this has been going on for a while. As far as I know, both of them are straight, which honestly made the whole thing even more confusing. I kept looking after that, and there were loads more screenshots between them. Mostly normal stuff, memes, etc., but mixed in with messages like miss you already and wish you were here. Neither of them know that I know, and I haven't told anybody, but now every time we're all together, I feel sick because my brother has absolutely no clue. He talks about marrying her constantly. Oh, bro, you gotta tell him. It's gonna crush his little heart, but like, better that than him marrying this woman. What's making me question everything is that technically I found this by looking through my sister's phone. I wasn't snooping originally, but I definitely crossed the line once I kept looking. All right, call me a bad person, but sometimes crossing the line is justified. Like if you had crossed the line and then realized that like that they weren't actually flirty or anything like that, then I'd be like, okay, you gotta stop looking through her phone if you've confirmed it. But like your snooping was kind of merited. I think snooping's justified when your sister is sleeping with your brother's girlfriend. Me personally. Part of me is also scared I somehow misunderstood something, but I know for a fact the photos were explicit. If I tell him, it'll completely destroy my family, but if I stay quiet, I feel like I'm helping them lie to him. Also, a part of me is genuinely paranoid my brother somehow already knows, and this is some weird arrangement or something, in which case I'm an awful person for snooping. But even if that was the case, that's weird and I'm uncomfortable. I'm trying to think, chat. What weird arrangement could you have? Like, what's the terms? Like, what's the term for a girl who pretends to be with a gay guy so no one suspects he's gay? Like, maybe that, but like flipped. Cuck / polyamory, I mean, from your sister is crazy. Like, listen, chat, not trying to yuck your yum if cuck or polyamory is your thing, but like anybody but your sibling, bro. Anybody but your sibling. Call me crazy. Cancel me for kink shaming, man. But that one, I think I'm going to draw the line on that one. A lavender marriage, thank you. Or a beard. Got it. Got it. I mean, maybe a beard, but wouldn't that be weird for the brother to be talking about some I'm gonna marry her thing? Listen, will this blow up your family? Probably. Is that worse than not telling your brother? No. I think you're a worse person if you tell your brother that you were snooping and you found out his girlfriend was sleeping with his sister. That like keeping her from that is worse than blowing up your family. And honestly, would it really blow up your family that much? Like, well, maybe, I guess if everyone makes the right decision, they should shun the sister. Oh, maybe they are in a beard. Okay. That actually might be a better explanation. So you're saying the brother's gay and the sister's gay. So they're like with each other's partners. I mean, interesting cover. I guess that I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I don't know. That'd be the craziest like homie for homie thing, you know? My question is then, why save screenshots of your own text / sex? That's odd. I don't think that's that odd. Especially for women. Like, don't women kind of like, don't y'all kind of like a little spicy message? Don't rationalize this. Cheating is evil. I'm not rationalizing it. I'm more just trying to come up with something that could maybe not end in this story crashing and burning. But like the only thing that we could probably come up with is they're both bearding. But like even that has to be a 1 in a million chance though, right? Like there's no way that's where this story is going. Pretending to date your lesbian sister's girlfriend to sneak her in is pretty common, apparently. Really? Okay. I mean, I guess. That's so funny. I would love to meet somebody in a lavender marriage. I think that'd be so fun. They have to be so fun, right? Like, hey, we're married legally, but like also we're just having hella fun, bro. How do you think they organize that? Do you think they have separate bedrooms? I'm so curious now. As a lesbian, my brother has offered that to me before, but I ended up being outed. Okay, so maybe this is more probable than I'm thinking. Y'all are making it sound like this could be a possibility. Hold on, let's look at the, guys, I want to look at the comments. Let's look at the comments really quick. Because maybe this is salvageable, you know? Okay, not the a-hole, but you would be the a-hole if you don't tell your brother. Okay, someone said, talk to your brother, don't say cheating, explain that you saw explicit photos. Let him draw his own conclusions. In parentheses, this is important. Then the next move is his. But yes, he needs to know and make an informed decision. Okay, so this is kind of implying like maybe lavender marriage, question mark? Oh, fuck, chat. Someone said, okay, so not the a-hole, but hear me out. Ask your sister first. You say there are intimate pics of them together. If they're not selfies, someone had to take those pictures. And I'm sorry, but your brother being in the cuck chair while your sister actually gets his girlfriend off is the funniest possible option. I don't think that's funny. Like, that's not funny, man. That's what the fuck are we doing? What? I mean, I guess it is technically probably the funniest possible option, but like, that's not funny, haha. That's funny, I'm uncomfortable. Oh my God, OP replied to that saying, holy shit, you're right. Someone did take one of the photos. This is insane. Please don't tell me this is where this is going. Please, for the love of God. Oh my God, bro. This story's so fucking messy. Chat, we do have an update on this too. We literally have a fucking update, man. Okay. Fuck, chat. I think we just have to read the update, bro. I think we just have to read the update. Oh my God. Someone says, please God, let it be or someone said, please God, let it be a tripod. I agree, man. Please tell me this ain't some incest shit. That would be so weird. That would be so whack. Oh, okay, let's just go the update chat. We gotta know. We gotta know. How messy is this? Okay, update coming in Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. Original post Monday, May 18th, 2026. So 2 days later, OP confronts them. Or at least I hope they do. Oh no! They literally started the post by saying, update, I finally spoke to them and now I'm even more confused and kind of revolted. No. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. First thing, I know for a fact one of the photos wasn't a selfie. You could literally see a part of someone's leg in the corner, and the angle would have been weird for a tripod. A lot of comments pointed that out, and it's properly gotten into my head. I confronted my sister yesterday morning, and she denied everything immediately. She kept insisting it wasn't my brother's girlfriend in the photos, even though I know it was. She also admitted she likes women, which I obviously don't care about at all, but she still kept denying it was specifically my brother's girlfriend. I then went to my brother's and spoke to him since she wouldn't tell me the truth. At first, he acted shocked, and I honestly thought I'd just ruined his life. But halfway through the conversation, his whole attitude changed, and he started saying stuff like, "You don't understand the full picture," and "It's not cheating, it's just a thing." Ew! I asked him directly if he already knew and was part of it, and he basically just said, "We don't need to talk about that." Oh, Chad, it is not. Okay, so not a lavender marriage. Now I honestly think my brother already knew something was going on. Maybe there's some kind of arrangement between them. I genuinely don't know anymore. The more I think about it, the three of them have always been very close, and now I'm wondering if this has been going on for way longer than I realized. I almost wish I never found any of this because now the whole situation just feels insane. I think I'm going to separate myself from this whole thing as I'm really uncomfortable. Chad, this ain't a lavender marriage. This is an Alabama marriage. Plus like a cucking marriage? I don't even know, bro. Like what? Wow. What a terrible ending. Just the worst timeline. The worst timeline this story possibly could have gone down. Yeah, for anybody who needs it laid out for them, I'm pretty sure the brother is getting cucked by his sister and he enjoys it. I'm pretty sure that is what is going on here. Hold on, what are the comments saying, man? What in the name of West Virginia did I just read? Oh, man. I mean, someone said, so yeah, your brother is either a cuck or they have an open relationship. Maybe they're a throuple. I would also be uncomfortable. I mean, bro, like, you could be a cuck without it being your sister. So, like, do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, they could choose anybody for the cuck part. You know what I'm saying? Like, there could be anyone, but they're actively choosing the sister? Like that, wow. Just hardly worth the throuble. Okay, so I need to X out of this. That, yep, and that's, yep, we're done. we are done with that story. Nuh-uh, no. Throuble is where I drop the Throuble is the icing on the cake that we needed here. Oh, man. Oh my God. I feel dirty. Honestly, Resilient Sage, me too, bro. I feel like we just like stumbled across something that we just weren't supposed to see. You know what I'm saying? Like we were not, I don't think. That one's insane. I can't lie. Sarby, show us beans. He heard his name. Beans. Oh no, he has his eyes closed. Beans. 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 Sweet beans. There you go. Little beans break for y'all. Beans break after that monstrosity, bro. Oh, that just makes me shiver, bro. I'm like, ugh. Oh, that's so gross. Just absolutely. Like, how do you even hang out with them? How do you even have a relationship with your siblings after that? Like, y'all, I'm just saying he's at least taken a photo for them, right? Like, let's use our brains here. That's probably not where it stopped. It's just not. And that will torment me. I can't even lie. He also consented. I don't think that makes it better. Oh man. White brain and refresh. That's what we all need, chat. I need a refresh, bro. I need a refresh. That one hurt. Oh my God, K West. I apologize, bro. I think I was reacting to the story. Is K still in here? K, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my God. Chat, y'all have single-handedly brought me up like 50 subs today. Thank you guys. Like genuinely, I feel like sometimes, I don't know, maybe today, I feel like my voice is off and therefore I feel like this is a bad stream, but I know you guys are having fun. Genuinely, if I'm doing a bad job thanking you guys, I just really want to reiterate, I'm super appreciative of all the subs that you guys gave today or have given me, will give me. Like, That does mean the world to me. Like the fact that you guys will support me like that. I want to reiterate, it's never required. I will always go live and hang out with you guys because it's super fun. But really do want to let you guys know that I do appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, and I know I'm very privileged. Hey, Kay, you're still here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, if you got a gifted membership, a gifted sub from Kay, I better be seeing those thank yous. All right, chat? We have good manners and good manners only. All right? Okay? Good manners only, chat. I'm going to have to bow out of here, unfortunately. No worries, Adrian. Have a good day at work. Chat needs to collectively puke on Sarby's couch for this story. Don't worry. Beans got you. Beans has got you. This just in, Sarby admits to appreciating me. Sorry, Mbem. It was implied that you are not included in that. Just so you know. Hey, see ya, yaps. All right, guys. Oh, wait. Humble Pun Queen, thank you for gifting a 1-month tier 1 sub to Cloud Dreamer. Cloud Dreamer, I already know you have good manners. You know what? I'm gonna check on this though. I'm gonna check on this. Oh no, you did say thank you. Okay, I was like, did Cloud Dreamer not have good manners? We love to see it, Cloud Dreamer. Thank you for having good manners. Everybody follow in Cloud Dreamer's footsteps. Humble Pun Queen, thank you again for the gifted sub. I do be appreciating it. Thank you for always supporting me. Chat, let's do one more story, and then I gotta go. Me and my dad are gonna go grab dinner, and then we're gonna go to a tribute band. Little tribute band and gamble time, all right, guys? One more story. Okay, wait, chat, I'll actually let you guys pick this one. Do we want, am I the a-hole for waking up the whole family downstairs at 2 a.m. because they thought they could park and block my driveway overnight? Do we want, am I the a-hole for refusing to donate a kidney to my stepdad that raised me and paid for my college? Do we want, am I the a-hole for leaving a bad review for a restaurant after they told me they weren't serving food after I already ordered while I could see other people eating? Am I the a-hole for not inviting my sister to our first child's baby shower? Actually, I don't want to read this one because this is an update. This one's going to take too long, so scratch that one. Or do we want, am I the a-hole to challenge my girlfriend's Asian family culture? Oh, I'm seeing a lot of kidney. Can we get a wholesome story after that? You are clearly, you don't know am I the a-hole like that, bro. Also, I don't know if any of these are wholesome. I never read them. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of you guys want the kidney, so we're going to do the kidney. Kidney time. Let me double check that there's not an update on this. Oh, this is from, oh, well, technically it's older than that. Okay, wait. Oh, all right, yeah, we can't see any posts from this person. Okay, chat, let's do it. Last story of the stream. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 88 people watching, 74 likes. I know we could get that shit to 80. Please, if you haven't liked up the stream, please do so. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on the post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for refusing to donate a kidney to my stepdad that raised me and paid for my college? So, my stepdad, 56 male, has severe kidney failure and is looking for a transplant. His immediate family isn't compatible, so my mom told me, 27 male, to get myself tested. I'm a bit weary of the risks of a kidney transplant, so I was hoping the whole time that I wouldn't be compatible. The results came back and turns out I was. Even though I am afraid of the transplant, I'm considering it for Even though I'm afraid of the transplant, I was considering it for a while as my stepdad is a great guy. He joined our family while I was in high school and took me to it and took me like his own. And took me in like his own. I'm going to say that. He joined our family while I was in high school and took me in like his own. When he married my mom, he told me that he'll take care of my tuition and other living costs for me. I told my mom the results, but specifically asked her to keep it quiet for a few days so I could have some time to process it. At the same time, I was also hoping another donor would come in to help out. Alas, literally the next day, the whole family was texting me and giving me their thanks already. I didn't want to cave into the pressure, so I told them that I'll not be doing it. My stepdad was incredibly graceful and just said that he understands. The problem is my mom and other family members went absolutely ballistic. They called me all sorts of names and said that if it weren't for my stepdad, we would have been out on the streets. I do think that she's right regarding that, but at the same time, I'm just not ready to go through the whole operation. Also, it really left a bad taste in my mouth how I feel like they just expect me to do it as if it's the easiest thing to do. While they don't have the same pressure, but... Oh, sorry. All the while, they don't have the same pressure put upon them as they're all incompatible. Anyways, I might go back on my decision as I do have the time, but right now, I'm just not sure. Am I the a-hole? Yeah, I mean, not the a-hole. At the end of the day, like, you're not required to donate your kidney. And I know there are some pretty... I don't know if big is the right way to put it, but there are some risks to having a kidney transplant. Like, it's not sunshine and rainbows. You can just give that thing away all willy-nilly like you don't need it. Like, you are kind of putting yourself in a situation where, like, now you're only reliant on the one that you have left. Yeah, I think you guys are saying it in chat. Loving the stepdad, hating the family. I think you need to go to your stepdad and like have a conversation with him around like, hey, I just want to double check you're not harboring resentment about this. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't feel like that's a risk that I want to take. And like, it sounds like the stepdad respects it. I think if anything, you should get the stepdad to start talking to your family members, because that's really unfair of your family members. Like, don't get me wrong, I maybe a little bit kind of understand your mom, because obviously your mom is going to want you as their child to listen to them and do what they want. And obviously what they want is to give your kidney to the person that they're married and they love. But at the same time, but the rest of the family, I'm kind of like, that's insane. Like, they need to stay in their lane. That's ridiculous. Like, the only person who maybe should be talking to you about it is your mom. And like, even that needs to be close quarters with the stepdad, like the stepdad saying, hey, I get it. Also, it's not required of OP to just give her kidney to him because he was a good father that stepped in, which shout out the stepdad. Those are some big ups, but like, if it's not urgent, I don't even think this is worth considering for OP. People who give kidneys health, people who donate kidneys have worse health because we need both unless you were born with only one. I didn't even know you could be born with only one. I was going to say, I was like, there's no way that that's like a great thing for your body. I think OP shouldn't not do it because of the family's reaction, because it seems like that influenced the decision in a big way. They should sit down with just stepdad and talk through risks. I don't disagree with that, MBEM. I will say OP definitely was like, I don't want to do this, like right off the rip, you know? Which, like, to be fair, I too wouldn't want to do that. Don't get me wrong, if it's like one of my siblings or my family members, I'd probably like step to the plate, but like, I don't know. I kind of understand like a stepdad who came in when you were in high school, like the bond that you probably have with that person is more like, that's just the guy that's married to my mom and treats her well, so I tolerate him kind of thing. Like, you know? Damn. Chicken Sandwich got that horseshoe kidney. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's hard. Don't get me wrong. I think it would be super nice of OP to give the kidney to the guy. But like, I think anybody acting like that needs to be what needs to happen. First off, that's not your decision. And second, it's like that's a risk. As much as it could pan out and it could be fine, like you really do kind of have to weigh the pros and cons of it. And I think if OP's like, hey, even if this guy dies, like I can live with myself not giving up the kidney, and that decision scares me less than like, you know, any other situation that's going to happen, and I can like live with that. I don't actually think it's wrong of OP to just be like, this is my organ, I want to keep it. I have 3 kidneys. I ate my twin. Maybe you got to give one of them to Chicken Sandwich, Chaos Reigns. How long did he know he needed a kidney from when he married the mom? It's been too long. It's like 8 years minimum, because OP's 27. Oh, also, guys, OP is a man, not a woman. Did I say female when I was reading it, chat? I apologize. I think I might have read that wrong, guys. I apologize. Wait, what is this? Top comment on this post. If you live in the US, there are donor programs where anyone can give one of their kidneys to a stranger, and in return, they receive a voucher to give the person of their choice to bypass the list. So any of your family or friends in the circle can save him. It's not solely on your shoulders. Damn, okay. Wait, so like your mom can step in and donate hers, and then that way you can save your partner. Like, wait a minute, OP. You got to hit them with that Uno reverse. Oh, I'm selfish? Step up to the plate yourself. Also, how is this not like widely known? I didn't know about this, bro. You'd be saving 2 lives that way. Agreed. You have to be a match? I mean, bro, with enough crowdsourcing, you will be able to find a match, right? I believe Jesse Eisenberg just did that and has been advocating for it. Hell yeah. Dude, Jesse Eisenberg was just on Dr. Mike's podcast, and I really want to listen to it. I keep fucking forgetting to listen to that podcast. I'm not going to lie, bro. Jesse Eisenberg is such an interesting actor. Like, I love The Social Network. I don't know why it like scratches an itch in my brain. I cannot explain it. It's been 8 years. I feel like they could have found one by now. Yappies, I don't think they were looking for that long. Is anyone else saying anything? Oh, all right. Sorry, I want to read this one in chat, and then we can stop with this story. So the second top comment said, so I'm a kidney donor. In my experience, the people that do these things take the voluntary nature of it extremely serious. If they catch a whiff of coercion or unwillingness, they won't want you. If you want to take the path of least resistance, tell your family you changed your mind, you'll do it. And then when you go to the clinic, tell them you're being pressured. They'll disqualify you and come up with a plausible medical reason why you can't donate. Oh, wow. That's actually kind of nice of medical professionals. I should say, though, that the risks of donating are never zero, but they're very, very low. Tomorrow will be 4 years since I donated, and I genuinely can't tell the difference. The stuff I need to do to take care of myself is all basic saying, oh, the stuff I need to do to take care of myself is all basic staying healthy shit. Drink a lot of water, watch what I eat, stuff like that. The only real sacrifice is I can't eat ibuprofen like Pez like I used to. It isn't something you should do if you're not 100% sure you want to do it, and you cannot want to do it for any reason or none at all. But if you're on the fence at all about it, it might be worth your while. But if you're on the fence about it, it might be worth your while to gather some more info. I agree, man. I feel like you can't make a big decision like that when you're kind of like, I am not 100% committed. Like, if you're going to donate a kidney, I feel like you should just be like, yes, absolutely, let's do it. No questions asked, no hesitancy. You know, like, I mean, and even saying that, like, I bet there will be some hesitancy still. Also, chat, by the way, as somebody who used to pop ibuprofen like Pez, don't do that shit, bro. I watched a video on actually like how bad for like your stomach and your kidneys ibuprofen is. Like, ibuprofen should kind of be a worst case scenario type thing. I really look back, like when I played hockey in college, I used to have so much ibuprofen, and I regret that a lot because like I was always in pain from like the amount of like hockey we were playing. Like, my body was always sore, and on top of that, I was working out. That was not smart. Don't be doing that, chat. Please do not follow in my footsteps.